Prominent rules of interference. Modus ponens. Modus ponens are also known as affirming the antecedent or the law of detachment. Is the primary deductive rule of inference. It applies to arguments that have a first premise, a conditional statement, and a second premise, the antecedent or P of the conditional statement. It opposes the consequent or P of the conditional statement. At each conclusion, the argument from is listed below. P for he. First premise is a conditional statement. P or second premise is the ascendancy. He consecution deducts in the consequent. In this form of deductive reasoning, the consequent or he obtains the conclusion from the premise of a conditional statement P for he and is a consonant or P. However, the antecedent or P cannot be similarly obtained as the whole conclusion from the premise of the conditional statement P for he and the consequent he. Should as argument commits the logical fallacy on affirming the consequent. The following is an example of an argument using modus ponens. If it is raining, then there are clouds in the sky. It is raining, thus there are clouds in the sky. Modus tollens. Modus tollens, also known as the law of contrapositive, is a deductive rule of interference. It validates an argument that has as premise a conditional statement or formula, and the negation of the consequent mean he, and as conclusion the negation of the accidental mean p. In contrast to modus ponens, reason with modus ponens goes in the opposite direction to that of the conditional. The general expression for modus tollens in the following. P for he. All first premise is a conditional statement, mean he. Second premise in the negation of the consequent, mean P. Conclusion deducts in the negation of the antecedent. The following is an example of an argument using modus tollens. 1. Of it's raining, then there are clouds in the sky. 2. There are no clouds in the sky. 3. Thus it's not raining. Hypothetical syllogism. Fallacies. Various formal fallacies have been described. They are invalid forms of deductive reasoning. An additional aspect of them is that they appear to be valid on some occasion or on the first impression. They may thereby reduce people into accepting and committing them. One type of formal fallacy is affirming the consequent, as in if John is a bestseller, then he is smaller. John is smaller, therefore John is a bestseller. This is similar to the valid rule of interference named modus ponens, but the second premise and the conclusion are switched around, which is why it is invalid. A similar formal fallacy is denying the antecedent. The difference being that the second premise and the conclusion are switched around. Other formal fallacies include affirming a distincts, denying a conjuncts, and the fallacy of the undistributed middle. All of them have in common that the truth of their premise does not ensure the truth of their conclusion, but it may still happen by coincidence that both the premise and the conclusion of formal fallacies are true. Definitory and strategic rules. Rules of interference are definitory rules. They determine whether an argument is deductively valid or not. But reasoners are usually not choose interest in making any kind of valid argument. Instead, they only have a specific point or conclusion that they wish to prove or refute. So, given a set of premises that are faced with the problem of choosing the relevant rules of interference for the discussion to arrive at that Indian collusion. This issue belongs to the field of strategic roles, the question of which international